One day, Thomas was waiting at Knapford station when Gordon shuffled in with some trucks. Thomas remembered the time that Gordon slithered into a ditch when he didn't want to pull a goods train. Thomas loved teasing him about it. Phew! What's that funny smell? I don't smell, said Annie. I don't either, said Clarabelle. No one noticed it till you did, said Gordon. It must be yours. I know what it is. It's ditch water. And then he ran off laughing. Annie and Clarabelle couldn't believe their ears. They had great respect for Gordon the Big Engine. You mustn't be rude, you make us ashamed, they twittered. Don't be silly, that was funny. Once Thomas has completed his passenger run, he fetched some trucks and headed to the old mine, which was recently reopened. Long ago, miners digging for lead had made tunnels under the ground. Though strong enough to hold up trucks, the roofs could not bear the weight of engines. A large notice said, "Danger! Engines must not pass this board." Thomas had often been warned, but he didn't care. Silly old board, he thought. He had often tried to pass it, but he never succeeded. But now, he had a plan. That was when Thomas's driver got out to change the points. "Now!" cried Thomas. Bumping the trucks fiercely, he jerked his driver off the footplate. "Stupid old board," he said as he passed it. "Come back!" they yelled. That was when they heard a rumbling noise below the track. But then... Oh no! A crowd of workmen had came and peered into the giant hole that was formed. "Oh dear, I am a silly engine." "And a very naughty one," boomed a familiar voice. "Oh, sir, I can explain." "No tales. I saw you." "Oh, please get me out, sir." "I don't know how we can do that. It's going to require some very expensive equipment to hoist you out of that hole." "Oh, dear." Perhaps Gordon can pull you out." "Yes, sir," said Thomas, but he didn't want to meet Gordon just yet. Soon, just up the line... Ha! Down a mine, is he? What a joke! That was when strong cables were fastened between the engines. Once Thomas was back on the rails, the cables were swapped out for strong couplings so Gordon could pull him safely past the board. The fat controller looked Thomas over and inspected all of his damage. Oh, Thomas. "Well, Thomas, your damage is too severe for us to tow you to the works like we normally do. Thankfully, now that we're on stable ground, we can now bring in a crane to lift you onto a flatbed to be taken away that way. But I am very cross with you. Now Percy and Rosie will have to do your work as well as their own. You've upset my arrangements, and this will cost big time. I hope this will teach you about being conceited." Gordon? Thomas? I'm sorry I was so rude earlier today. That's alright, Thomas. I'm in disgrace. I've been put on freight duty all day. I'm in more disgrace than you are. Why, so you are then, Thomas. Well, shall we form an alliance? I help you and you help me. I can get behind that. Alright. And with that, the Allies puffed home. The end.